A Locust general who was unlike your ordinary. Unlike the ruthless General Raam or the savage Keita Scourge, General Karn was a different type of Locust and commander altogether. He was known for brain rather than brawn, a feeble Locust who didn't need superior physical attributes to rise to power in the Locust Horde. So as always, I'm your host Abz, and this is the story of General Karn in Gears of War lore. Karn wasn't born like other Locust drones. He was born a malformed drone, and therefore was considered an outcast amongst his brethren. He was young and feeble, and also became lonely. His Locust brothers probably didn't want anything to do with him, as they didn't see what his value was to Queen and Horde. Karn began to explore the Hollow, and eventually came upon an injured creature that he named Shibboleth, a mutated corpse hollow creature that suffered a broken leg. Karn saw himself within the beast, alone and forgotten as he was. So Karn eventually formed a bond with the Shibboleth and took the creature to the Locust head scientist, Ukon. There, in his laboratory, Ukon aided in fashioning the Shibboleth with a new leg, as well as adding weaponry and technology to the beast, turning the Shibboleth into a mighty force. Karn used his great intelligence to compensate for his weak physical ability, and therefore, during the Lambent War, he began to climb the Locust military ranks and became the rank of Vold, or as we know, Lieutenant, leading his own blight of drones and boomers, becoming a master strategist and planner. Now during the Lambent War, he was overseeing the guarding of the expansion Hollow from any Lambent threat. This was in the inner Hollow. One time, Karn scolded two of his Locust drones for needlessly shooting a Lambent drudge in the distance for their own amusement. But this is where Vold Raam enters and stated, "Leading undisciplined shitsacks always was your speciality," indicating that although Karn had great intellect, he didn't have the authoritative power and fearlessness that Vold Raam had, where his drones wouldn't ever think twice to disobey him. Raam asked Karn how the war was going in the expansion Hollow, and Karn stated that he and his blight deal with small insursions more frequently, but when the Lambent invade in force, it's devastating. Karn feared that this position would soon fall, much to Raam's fury of Karn always being afraid. Raam made light work of the drone that disobeyed Karn's orders, and then Raam made his intentions clear on wanting to claim all of Seira for Queen and Horde. Karn, in fear once again, asked how he could assist in Raam's war, and Raam stated, "By losing yours." And so, from here, we see Karn losing his battle in the expansion Hollow intentionally, allowing the Lambent to reach the Temple of the Trinity, allowing Keita Vrol, the religious official of the Locust Council, to witness firsthand that the war was indeed lost against the Lambent and that they must colonize the surface. Karn just about escaped the Lambent's wrath, while Raam and his blight exterminated the Lambent threat outside the doors of the Temple of the Trinity. Then, as the Locust Council meeting commenced on the events that just took place, Karn, in good timing, stormed into the council injured, and as he was uninvited to the council, all eyes were on him. Karn plays his role in putting over Raam's plan to mirror, stating that Uzel Sraq had not heeded the warning of the Lambent's threat, that the expansion Hollow has fallen, and Raam has been organising a plan far from the eyes of Uzel Sraq. Karn helped Raam fulfill his plan, helping in dethroning Sraq and moving a step forward with Raam's plan of invading the surface. Raam and Karn then began to talk while drinking some soup or whatever it was, probably rockworm stew knowing the Locust. Karn wondered what it was like to have a private meeting with the Queen, and he also stated that he's had night visions where he'd tear apart surface dwellers with his bare hands. But not knowing how the humans even look, Raam assured him that the humans will shred nicely. Raam asked Karn how he held the line at the expansion Hollow, and Karn stated, "In the same way I want us to destroy our enemies on the surface, tactically." Karn stated that in the expansion Hollow, they were always severely outnumbered, so they had to find another way to hold off the Lambent. He said that the Lambent are not mindless monsters, that they follow commands, even if it's on a level that the Locusts don't understand. They have leaders. The truth is to cut off the head and the body dies, but the trick is to know the head from the body. Now this does make sense, as during the Locust War, this tactic from Karn was adopted by Raam in the Locust War, when Raam isolated Lieutenant Minyon Kim and killed him, and as he was doing this, Queen Mira narrated, "Our strategy remains the same, cut off the head of the snake and the body dies." A tactic brought forth by Karn, showcasing his extreme intellect. Karn told Raam that they would win the war against the humans in this same way. Raam was pleased with Karn and promoted him to the rank of Zamil, which was general, ordering him to lead a dozen blights of Locust against the Republic of Graznia, by order of the Queen. On Emergence Day, Karn did exactly this. He personally led an assault on the Republic of Graznia, and in that single campaign, devastated a majority of the Graznia population. Former UIR Major Garen Paddock and his men fought courageously against the general, but ultimately failed. This leads us to the events of Gears of War Judgement. 6 weeks after Emergence Day, Karn attacked the city of Halvel Bay, located in the leading COG nation of Tyrus. The city was home to the Halvel Bay Military Academy and several other important military targets that Karn sought to destroy one by one. Karn then turned his attention towards the Museum of Military Glory, first destroying a COG convoy heading for the museum, and then led Locust forces in wiping out the Onyx Guard units defending the museum, using Shibboleth to crush several members of Black 4 to death. Karn then targeted the airport, which the COG was using to evacuate civilians. He used Cedars to cut off the COG's communication, and quickly overwhelmed the airport's defences, although he lost one Cedar to Omega 2, which was Marcus Phoenix's squad at the time, or he was part of this squad at least. Karn then attacked the Endeavour naval shipyard, taking control of the port to prevent evacuation by sea. Karn then returned to the Museum of Military Glory, where Cedars had been destroyed by Omega 2, and he wanted to deal with them personally, but he also learnt that another gear squad was causing trouble and had landed at the Wharf District. This squad was Kilo Squad, who fired the light mass missile towards him while he was marshalling his soldiers at the museum. Thousands of his troops were killed by the light mass missile, but Karn and Shibboleth survived, and he sent his elite forces to take out Kilo Squad, who had guided the missile from a nearby rooftop. Karn was ready to get his revenge on Kilo Squad, and eventually Karn led the attack on a courthouse where Colonel Ezra Loomis was trialing Kilo Squad for disobeying orders. Unfortunately for Karn, Kilo Squad, Loomis, and some King Ravens helped kill Karn's Shibboleth. Karn's friend had been killed, and Karn was thrown from his mount, and although he survived the explosion and his fall, he was severely injured and was unable to stand. As Kilo Squad debated what to do with him next, Loomis executed Karn with a shot to the head from his Boltok pistol, putting an end to General Karn. So that, my friends, is the rise and fall of General Karn in Gears of War lore. Drop a like if you enjoyed this lore video, subscribe for more similar content like this, and I'll leave a link at the top right of the screen if you want to watch my other lore videos as well. I'm your host Abz, and as always, I will catch you guys next time.